How I made 31,000 profit in just one single trading day with gold, friends. Welcome, friends, to a new YouTube video. My name is Darius and I'm a Forex trader since 5 years, and I'm going to walk you in today's price action recap over my last big trade that I took. It was a gold trade where I capitalized on the long side, and I shared it as a forecast to my inner circle as I do it every single day before I'm entering into any setups. I sent in my idea, and all we have to do is to wait for the entry confirmation, which you have to validate by yourself, and that way you're learning exactly how to execute in trading, which is the most important part because it is linked to risk management and money management, which is a very important thing. So friends, let's get over it. So I took it on 3 different accounts, 2 funded accounts and 1 personal account. The profits have been like this: 17,000 on one funded account, 10k on another one, and on my personal account has been 4,000. Okay, so 2 of them are in euro and 1 of them is in the US dollar. So it was quite big profit for me for that one day. And the idea behind this whole setup was quite simple. Let's go over it. So this was a trade, friends. You see, very aggressive. So what we did is actually I was predicting, or I was trading into some big pool of liquidity. I'm going to go over it right now step by step with the replay tool, so you can actually learn what I mean by this whole thing. So let's go over it on the 1 hour time frame, for instance, and let's just use the backtesting tool from the price action from today. So I'm usually trading the London session. I do this every single day, and I send there the forecast on a daily basis. So what we can see is a situation where the market has started to range a little bit. So maybe people know that as a form of accumulation. This is the accumulation that price has given us. Whenever you have a phase like this, what you have to understand is that the price will go in one of these 2 directions. Okay, so it can happen that price, for instance, is going to use that liquidity, right, like this, pumping up and then going crazy down lower. That is one option. The second option is that price may drop lower, use that liquidity, and then going up higher. That is where it might be sometimes a little bit more complicated and sometimes more easy to understand what price is supposed to do. So I was like this. I didn't know where price will go. So this is why it's super important that you're going to validate it with your entry confirmation. Normally, I know already based on the higher time frame where price has to go. And in this case, friends, it was the same. Higher time frame was bullish. I mean, if you have a look on what happened the last couple of days, you see that the gold price chart is obviously bullish, right? That doesn't mean that price will just keep on going up higher and just maintaining the bullish trend. No, it's going to give you some form of pullbacks. And this is the point, right? The tricky part. You need to recognize if this is right now the point of the continuation. Now, if we have a look on this whole thing, right now, I don't really need too much time frames. I cannot really see something more importantly on the higher time frame. Maybe if I go quickly on the daily time frame, what we can see is that we reacted from some form of order block from here, right, where price tapped into it, and right now the expectation is that it's going to hunt the high. That's what I'm expecting right now still on gold. And I also told my inner circle the day before I did this trade is that I'm going to buy the next day, because I knew price will go up, because I'm expecting price to create new all-time high, because the price action from the previous day, so if you look on the 1 hour here where price pumped like this to the upside, I didn't capitalize on that one. I missed the move. I haven't understood it. But what I knew is that was a form of confirmation. For me, it looks like this, that we tapped into this order block over here, which is a supply zone, right? And the supply zone, from my point of view, is a trap area which will be used to bring price down, to balance, and to come here into the right order block, and then from here to go up higher to hunt the high. That's what we do in the inner circle. We understand exactly how to use these things, and we know that there are potential trap zones in these order blocks, and that not every single order block is going to work. Okay, so very important to understand these things. But here, that's the point. You should have a strategy where you have this implemented with your rules, when it's valid and when it's not valid, and when you have interpretation space and when not, because that is the point of an experienced trader versus one who is a beginner. Because the experienced trader has gone already through multiple options and variations in the market, and they are able to recognize past price action compared to the current price action and make a better decision compared to a beginner who is seeing the same movement right now for the first time, and then he doesn't know what to do in a specific case, and he will actually lose more often than winning compared to the experienced trader. And that's exactly the point. So you have to have then a strategy which surrounds around these things, so you know always what to do. And from my point of view, I know these situations, I know that this is a trap, and that's why I always share this in the forecast with my inner circle on a daily basis, to also have those ones who are not that experienced to have a better result at the end. Okay, so again, back to the point, to the trade, and what happened is that was the accumulation phase then. And from my point of view, because I was expecting it to go up higher, the chance was higher that it would go up. But the market will not do it that obvious, right? So very often, what price has to do in situations like this, it's going to fool you. So let's have a look on what it's doing. It's first going up higher, right? So it's building this one uptrend. So everyone will look on this and say, oh, cool, higher high, higher lows, blah, blah, blah. I'm not interested in that one. I'm interested in liquidity. I want to see where do we have a form of liquidity. And what I have here is actually the Asian high, right? An Asian session where there's a ton of liquidity available above. Now again, there are going to be people who believe, hey, I'm super smart, I'm using the Asian indicator, but guess you don't know exactly how to use it. In this case, many people are selling because we've been above Asian high. So what is price doing? Well, we need to hunt them, so we collect that liquidity. So price is doing what? Breaking structure and ensuring some very heavy bearish price action. When I've seen this, I was, okay, cool. It seems like price is preparing something for me, my setup, my long setup. But I have to have a lot of patience. Now I see here we run here some form of liquidity already here, right? And then I was, okay, very soon we might see the opportunity. However, price kept on dropping and dropping and dropping, and I believed, okay, it's getting late and so on, and I was, maybe I'm going to miss the setup. But I understood very fast that price created some form of liquidity on this side as well. So I knew the confirmation is very soon to come, and then what we've seen is price going crazy up higher. And now, people believe that this is the bearish market, this is the bearish supply zone, and that this is what price has to do now next, is to continue dropping down lower. And that is exactly the mistake at the end, because you need to understand now that this is a trap area, because this was just a trap movement to prepare for the upper movement. So don't believe that the Asian high is now something which, when price will tap into it, will leave you with a 100 pip movement or something. I mean, still it does, in this case, a quite aggressive movement. 60 pips would have been easy tradable, however, not part of my strategy in this kind of context that we see it. So from my point of view, I've seen this accumulation, entered in a long during this phase, and boom, the price just pumped up quite fast. Let's go back on this chart to show you exactly my entry and so on. So I did take it on 3 accounts. Obviously I had some different positions on every single account a little bit. On some I closed at 8.6, on some I closed at 8.8. So I even closed on one account at 91 or something like this. So it was very different from account to account. I also passed some challenges with that one trade because I traded on multiple accounts, but only 31,000 are realized profits on accounts where I get money from it, real money from it, and not just passing challenges. So crazy to see. The market was very easy to understand at that day from my point of view. So at the end, all it did is it's full people, buy side, sell side. That's how the market usually works. And then it's just going to go up higher. And there are phases when price will maintain an uptrend, when it will maintain a bearish trend, when it's going to manipulate price, when it's going to distribute price, and everything I teach in my inner circle, guys. Check out the link in the description to join us. We have currently there a step-by-step course where you will learn everything about our strategy, how it works. You will get supported with 2 team Zoom calls per week. We're going to reflect past price action, daily forecast as I've said, and we have the Discord community for everyone. It's always fun with so many people to connect over there. So hope to see you there very soon, guys. That was a trade recap. Hopefully you enjoyed it, and see you in the next video.